Welcome to US Coins Hub, where history meets hidden value. Today, we uncover a rare piece of American heritage, a coin that tells a story, holds mystery, and could be worth far more than its face value. So slow down, listen closely, and step into the timeless world of rare and valuable US coins. Let's dive into today's video. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into a true numismatic treasure, the United States Lincoln penny from 1979. While it may seem like a small, everyday coin, for collectors, this penny holds an extraordinary place in American coin history and can be surprisingly valuable. The 1979 Lincoln penny was minted during a period of significant change in America. The late 1970s were a time of cultural shifts and economic challenges. Yet coins like this one remained a staple in everyday life, exchanged in stores, banks, and homes across the nation. Over the years, most of these pennies were heavily circulated, which makes finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition exceptionally rare. For collectors, that rarity is precisely what makes this penny so intriguing. On the obverse of the coin, we see the familiar and iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln. His dignified expression has symbolized leadership, integrity, and the enduring American spirit for decades. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design stands as a tribute to freedom, justice, and the historical importance of this landmark. The intricate detailing on both sides reflects the artistry and care that went into the creation of U.S. coinage, making it more than just currency. It's a piece of history you can hold in your hand. What makes the 1979 Lincoln penny especially fascinating are the rare errors and variations that occasionally appear. Some coins feature double dies, where parts of the lettering or numbers appear slightly duplicated. Others may have off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual planchet flaws. These rare errors transform an otherwise common penny into a one-of-a-kind collectible, highly sought after by numismatists around the world. Coins with such anomalies often see their value skyrocket far beyond the standard market rate. Even without errors, a 1979 Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition is a gem. Coins that retain their original shine, crisp details, and smooth edges are incredibly rare because the vast majority were used in everyday transactions. Their scarcity, combined with historical significance, makes them a prized possession for collectors who appreciate both history and potential investment value. If you ever stumble upon a 1979 Lincoln penny, inspect it carefully. Look closely at Lincoln's portrait, the memorial on the reverse, and the edges for any signs of exceptional preservation or rare minting errors. Even minor anomalies can drastically increase the coin's worth. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, a 1979 Lincoln penny in exceptional condition, especially with a rare minting error, can be worth an astonishing $89,000. Top 2, we're taking a closer look at a remarkable collectible, the United States Lincoln penny from 1986. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary penny, but for collectors, this coin is a fascinating piece of history with a rarity that can make it extremely valuable. The 1986 Lincoln penny was minted during a period of economic growth and cultural change in the United States. While millions of these pennies were circulated in everyday transactions, in pockets, cash registers, and piggy banks, very few have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. This scarcity is what makes the 1986 Lincoln penny especially desirable for collectors today. The obverse of the coin features the familiar and dignified portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of integrity, leadership, and the enduring American spirit. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to freedom, justice, and one of the nation's most iconic landmarks. The meticulous detailing on both sides not only reflects the artistry of U.S. coinage, but also makes this coin a small, but meaningful piece of American history. What sets the 1986 Lincoln penny apart from standard pennies is the occurrence of rare minting errors and unique variations. Some pennies may have double dies, where letters or numbers appear slightly duplicated. Others can have off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual planchet flaws. Coins with these rare characteristics are one-of-a-kind treasures that command high interest among collectors and can dramatically increase in value. Even without minting errors, a 1986 Lincoln penny in exceptional condition, with original luster, sharp details, and smooth edges, is exceedingly rare. Most pennies from this era were used daily, so uncirculated examples are like time capsules, perfectly preserved snapshots of history. Collectors prize these coins for both their rarity and their historical significance, making them valuable additions to any collection. If you ever happen to find a 1986 Lincoln penny, examine it carefully. Look closely at Lincoln's portrait, the intricate details of the memorial, and the coin's edges for any signs of extraordinary preservation or subtle minting errors. Even minor anomalies can transform a common penny into a highly sought-after collectible. And now, the exciting reveal, a 1986 Lincoln penny in superb condition, especially with a rare minting error, can be worth an astonishing $86,000. Top 3, we're going to explore a coin that seems ordinary at first glance, yet holds a fascinating history and remarkable value. The United States Lincoln penny from 1988. This little coin, often overlooked in everyday circulation, has a story that every collector will find intriguing. The 1988 Lincoln penny was minted during a time of relative stability in the U.S., but coins from this era were heavily circulated. Millions were used daily, passed from hand to hand, and rarely preserved in pristine condition. That makes surviving examples in top condition extremely rare, and that rarity is exactly what draws the attention of collectors worldwide. On the obverse, we see the timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has graced the penny for over a century. Lincoln's likeness reflects not only his leadership, but also the values of integrity and perseverance that continue to inspire Americans. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands as a tribute to freedom, justice, and the nation's enduring spirit. The sharp details and artistry of these designs make even an ordinary penny a miniature work of art. But what truly sets the 1988 Lincoln penny apart is the potential for rare minting errors. Some coins from this year were struck with doubled dies, giving the letters and numbers a shadowed or double appearance. Others may show off-center strikes, die cracks, or subtle variations in the metal composition. These anomalies make certain pennies one-of-a-kind treasures that are highly coveted by collectors. Even without a minting error, a 1988 Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition, with full luster, crisp details, and smooth edges, is exceedingly rare. Most pennies from this year were used daily, which makes finding one in perfect condition like discovering a small piece of frozen history. Collectors prize these coins not only for their rarity, but also for their historical significance and beauty. So, if you ever stumble upon a 1988 Lincoln penny, examine it closely. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's portrait, inspect the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, and check for any subtle minting errors that could make it truly extraordinary. Even small variations can elevate its value dramatically. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, a 1988 Lincoln penny, especially in pristine condition or with a rare minting error, could be worth an astonishing $83,000. Top 4, we're taking a closer look at a small but fascinating piece of American history, the United States Lincoln penny from 1989. Though it might seem like just another penny at first glance, this coin holds secrets that make it extremely desirable to collectors worldwide. The 1989 Lincoln penny was produced during a period when millions of pennies were circulating in the United States, making most of them ordinary in condition. But that's exactly what makes the ones in perfect, uncirculated condition so special. Coins that have avoided years of wear, scratches, or discoloration are now exceptionally rare, and rarity is the key to a coin's value. On the obverse side, we see the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has stood the test of time for over a century. Lincoln's profile reflects not just his role in American history, but also values of leadership, perseverance, and resilience. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands as a testament to freedom and the nation's enduring ideals. For coin lovers, the artistry and detail on both sides make this penny more than just currency. It's a miniature piece of art and history. What makes the 1989 penny even more interesting for collectors are the possible minting errors and unique features. Some coins from this year were struck with slight doubled dies, producing faint shadow letters on the obverse or reverse. Others might show off-center strikes, die cracks, or variations in the metallic composition. These anomalies are incredibly rare and can instantly elevate a coin's value, sometimes turning a simple penny into a prized collector's item. Even without a minting error, a 1989 Lincoln penny in pristine condition, with full luster, sharp details, and flawless edges, is difficult to find. Most coins from this year were used for everyday transactions, which means few have survived untouched. For collectors, owning one of these coins is like holding a tiny piece of history frozen in time. If you happen to come across a 1989 Lincoln penny, examine it carefully. Look closely at Lincoln's features, the details of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, and watch for any subtle errors or variations. Each small detail could make a big difference in its value. And now, the exciting part, a 1989 Lincoln penny, especially in pristine condition or with a rare minting error, could be worth an astonishing $81,000. Top 5, we're focusing on a coin that may look ordinary at first glance, but holds incredible value for collectors. The United States Lincoln penny from 1995. Don't let its small size fool you. This penny is a true gem for anyone who appreciates history, artistry, and rarity in coin collecting. The 1995 Lincoln penny was minted during a time when pennies were used in everyday transactions all across America. Millions were produced, which makes most of them very common. However, coins that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition are exceptionally rare today. Over decades of circulation, most of these pennies have been worn down, scratched, or discolored, so finding one in top condition is like discovering a tiny piece of history frozen in time. On the obverse side of this penny, you'll find the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has graced the U.S. penny for over a century. Lincoln's portrait is not just a symbol of leadership, but also represents perseverance and the enduring spirit of the nation. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of freedom and a tribute to the values Lincoln fought for. For coin collectors, the detail and artistry on this penny make it far more than just everyday change. It's a miniature work of history. What makes the 1995 Lincoln penny even more captivating are the potential minting errors that can occur. Some of these coins show subtle doubled dies, small off-center strikes, or tiny variations in the metal composition. These rare anomalies instantly increase the coin's desirability and market value. Collectors around the world actively seek out these error coins because they are truly one of a kind. Even without an error, a 1995 Lincoln penny in perfect, uncirculated condition is highly sought after. Its crisp details, full luster, and flawless edges make it a prized addition to any collection. Imagine holding a coin that has survived decades without a single scratch or mark. It's like holding a miniature time capsule from 1990-5. If you come across a 1995 Lincoln penny, examine it carefully. Look for sharp details, bright surfaces, and any unusual minting characteristics. Even the smallest feature can significantly increase its value. And now, the moment every coin lover has been waiting for, a 1995 Lincoln penny in pristine condition or with a rare minting error could be worth an incredible $79,000. It's amazing to think that something so small and commonplace could hold so much history and value. Coins like this remind us that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. Happy collecting! And always keep an eye out for those rare finds.